Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. I just saw your message about you being able to get it fixed. So, let me
That was
see.
the only one I had issues with. For some reason, that one just wouldn't pop up, so it was no big deal though. I
Okay.
got I got it figured out.
Okay, good. I'm not, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I think it could have been like a Google side issue. Sometimes it just likes
Yeah.
giving you problems, you know?
Yes, videos tend to do that on Google Drive.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. Other than that, do we have any other questions, any other problem that we need to address?
Not that I encountered.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Are you able to hear me okay and everything good? Okay. All right, so this is gonna be pretty basic class. It's day 8. So we're just gonna go over some quick concepts that we're gonna discuss, and then we are going to work on getting our application um deployed. Just showing you like a quick we're gonna do it through Vercel, which is um basically the company or organization that um pretty much uh runs Next, right? So um their environment is built around deploying Next.js applications. So we're gonna do show you a quick um deployment process. I will tell you deploying to like how we're gonna deploy to Next is what you're gonna see for a lot of hosting providers. This is outside of the the giant company. I mean, even then, it's still similar, but it's a little bit different than using I forget.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna ask you if you were hearing anything. I was like, either it's my connection or something has happened.
Yeah, I think he must have dropped out. Yeah, there's only two of us, so it's just us.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, I've just set up my internet here and it's like, oh God, I've got a janky
I
internet
know.
connection or something.
I was searching for my phone to text you because I was like,
What's going on here?
right.
How's your shoulder today? I see you've got a heating pad kind of on it.
So when it gets colder, like
Uh-huh.
when the joint gets cold, I don't have the mobility that I
I
should.
believe that. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep it warm and that way I can keep coding.
Good. Oh, that's good.
So, and I do have the talker fully charged to show you later.
Oh,
So
awesome. Awesome.
we're good to go there.
Cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yay.
There he is. Welcome back.
Hooray! Wow. Hi.
I hope you're muted.
Uh-oh. I think you might be frozen again, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nope, not
There we
frozen.
go. Okay, not frozen.
Oh no, it's a glitch.
Oh. Oh, maybe.
Are you there, Wayne? It's not Wayne, it's Derek, isn't it? Did I say the
Derek.
wrong name? My brain.
I know.
Okay.
We have movement.
We do. I bet he is ready to throw his computer right out the window.
I know.
Okay.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yay.
Are we stable now for now? We'll see. I do not know what's going on. Okay. Well, we okay. We can see the screen. Okay. Okay. As we were, but so yeah, we're just gonna go over route handlers, caching, just some other SEO concepts, and then deploy our application. And then whatever time we do end up having, we'll have you work on your portfolio if we have any time, and then just share what you built. We're also going to discuss the capstone, and setting up for capstone. I think we pretty much already have our project um kind of selected. So I believe Brian's gonna hop on at 12:30, and then we're gonna go over the capstone. So let me actually confirm you there. Okay. All right. But we don't have any questions, any issues from previous week, or any just any general questions at all. Okay, perfect. So let's jump in to what we're gonna be covering. All right, so route handlers. Uh, so what route handlers are? What they're usually like route.tx files. One thing I will been trying to work on creating like a little cheat sheet for React and Next, but so because like I said, it's a route.tx file. We've been having a lot of specially named files in Next so far, right? Which for us it's helpful, it's good, but it can be a little kind of much to remember. So I'll give us a little cheat so we can kind of remember these things just so you can have that readily available. But so you can kind of think of the route files. They're so you'll see the shape. It's gonna be like a API folder, and then you're gonna have your particular folder, and then you're gonna have your route.tx folder. So the route.tx folder is kind of similar to your page.txx folder, and that it's for a particular, it's gonna be like if you were to hit the uh /API/projects, then it's going to look for this route. So with that being said, it's going to comprise this route.tx is going to comprise of some different functions um that some different API functions, I would say. So this is usually going to be for if an external application or whatever needs to access your application, right? So some situations where you would see that will be like some payment processors. Um, there might be situations with a payment process you need a back and forth. So you might, for instance, if you were to be using Stripe, for instance, I'm sure you probably use Stripe to like check out on some website. If you're using Stripe, you might implement Stripe into your application, and then you might make a call to Stripe to start a process for a checkout process, and then through that process, your user might be selecting a subscription, doing all these other things, uh, while they're signing up for yes, I'm doing checking out with Stripe. So there are some processes where, for instance, Stripe, if you don't want to deal with your own UI for Stripe, you can use Stripe's UI, but that might involve uh them doing Stripe's checkout, and then uh Stripe at some point is going to want to confirm that either, that payment was successful, that process, yeah, that process was complete, all these other different states, right? So there's a process where Stripe, I forget the exact process, but Stripe will need to actually send like some communication back to your application to let them know that, hey, this process was done. So that way you could do something with that information, right? You might want to store it, okay? That process was done and it completed. So now we know they have an active subscription, and we can set that in the application. So when they're redirected to our application or whatever it is, then we know what state that customer is on our side, or just any other situation, right? Um, because there might even be processes where another instance might be like where there's a process where you um some application is sending like updates or anything to your application that may not have a user interaction behind it directly, but it could just be sending some periodical updates and your application could be responding to that. So that's another use case. Um, and then you can actually, just like how we've accessed APIs when we were doing the MIL-DB, right? And we return data, we can actually return data in a JSON format in the same way. So we can actually go in, and this is actually creating our own APIs in a sense. There are some tools that you can implement into your React applications, including Next, that have some more features, some more functionality, and a little bit more expensive than what Next has to offer. But typically, for the most part, the Next route handlers um, can be pretty much, and for the most part, it can be just exactly what you need. Um, this is, I know sounds like a lot for one application to be doing, handling on its own. I'll say one application, but like one code base, because like we're handling our front end, the back end, and the back end's also including handling, creating some custom APIs, possibly. So, this is ne next applications is or some one of the key skill sets you would get with Next is optimizing your application, right? Um, Not using unnecessary resources and being aware of that type of stuff, because it can be real easy to bog down these applications because by default they're already more resource intensive than just a regular React application, or like a React application using Vite or something along those lines. All right. Oop. And then so this is what uh an API will look like. So uh for instance, this one is we were doing a if we were using if we wanted to allow like a third party application to pull all our projects and do something with them, right? Um, you would expose. So this is exposing a way for, um, like I said, the app, yeah, an external application to access your application. So what they would be doing is typing your website name in, right? So it'd be yourportfoliodomain.com/API. In this case, I'll show you. It would look like API, or it wouldn't have this date. It would look like API/projects, right? And then um, once they hit enter, it's going to take you, it's going to, your application is going to look for this routes.txt file on the back end, and then it's going to run this code. So in this instance, if you're running just a simple get, then it's going to go and it's going to get this create client. It's going to get this data, right? So we're going to get the data from Superbase. So um, our even our API process, our app function is running some AC functions. So it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? There's like a not necessarily like a disconnection, but there's another layer that they're reaching into our application and we're having to go to get access to another process, which is in this case Superbase. And then we're gonna the data that we get back from Superbase, we are gonna return uh as JSON data. Um, I will say, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I will say a lot of times one of the biggest things with these is you are going to want to make sure you include some error handling, um, to make sure it just doesn't. Because if super base fails for whatever reason, you want to have um, you want to demonstrate to the client a clear reason for why that failure happened, right? Or yeah, some a clear error message. So a lot of times you might not want to include the error message from Superbase, right? Superbase might have like a generic message that might not explain what happened on the back end. So you want to have and a lot of times you want to create a like a global error handler, which is going to be like, hey, this, like for I say global, but for this particular file, you want to have an error handler, a default error handler. So like, if anything fails, if it's not specified a failure message, then it defaults to that default error, right? And then you want to specify, for instance, like if whatever reason your Superbase credentials, like your environment variables, were incorrect, and like you something changed and you forgot to update it, you don't want the client seeing hey, your environment variables message or messed up. You just want to see like some generic, hey, your Superbase is not responding at this time, or something like that. Um, so that's something to keep in mind as well while we're dealing with these. And then I am going to include these examples as well. Like I said, I'm trying to make a little cheat sheet, but this is something that you that's something that you can be aware of. We don't need it for our particular application because our application is just going to be a basic, hey, look at my portfolio, look what the projects I've done in the past, look at the projects that I'm working on, these type of things. And this is a little bit about me. So we don't necessarily need this for our portfolio project. but can be useful to know because depending on what type of project you're building out, if you're going to be uh if you're going to be having other applications reach out to your project, then it's something good to know. Um, Before server actions was a big thing, you would actually see the shape. So you might even go into a um project, an older project that uses the shape where they are exposing API routes so that they can access it from the application itself. So I know when I first started, that was a big thing. You would um actually use API routes. You would expose API routes so that you can conduct uh some functionalities uh for your application from your browser to your application. So you would expose the API route and then you would access that API route to get, if you want to get your super base projects or anything like that. So Next is always trying to find ways to increase their functionality with those type of different things. Um, but now, yeah, like I said, now we use the server actions mostly to handle those type of things. Any questions about route handling? No? Okay. All right. Uh, so caching and revalidation. Next handles a lot of caching strategies for us. So it caches rendered pages and data, so repeat visits are fast. Like I said, a big thing about Next is it is a large application. There's a lot going on. It's resource intensive. Um, it can be intensive by default compared to other frameworks. A big part of it is optimizing things. So it's doing this caching so that pages that are revisited a lot are fast, but there are some times where um you don't want to cache some data or some pages because that data will become stale pretty fast. So one thing to know is that cache page is just going to keep serving that same page until it's revalidated. Um, so you definitely want to have some strategies were necessary. Like if that's something you want to keep in mind as well. If you're getting an issue to where your page isn't updating, the data just stale or it's taking too long to update or anything like that, then you're gonna want to consider that Nexus caching function might be at play. So that should be your first thought usually. Um, Most of the time, you'll see a kind of like a time to live, you'll see a TTL, you'll see the TTL abbreviation, which is usually referencing like a time to live, like something how long a process, yeah, or caching should live, right? So a lot of time it's either time based, like so there's a certain amount of time, like a countdown timer almost, or it's date specific. So it's checking against like, okay, it should be if it's past this date, then we need a new fresh instance of it. We need to refresh a refresh a fresh batch or instance. So the time-based one, you can use the export const revalidate. So, and then you set a time. So I know a lot of the stuff we do is like in milliseconds. The revalidate is going to be in actual seconds. So this one is telling like us to revalidate a page or route every 60 seconds. So um it's on the back end, it's marking the time, and then it's doing that. It's essentially doing that date specific check for us. It's just creating that for us. Uh, but so it's checking to see has it been 60 seconds since the last marker, and then if it has, it's gonna rebuild that page for us. And then you can also set a tag to never cache a process, so you can do uh the exports const dynamic, which is you're gonna force equals force dynamic. Um so that's basically telling it uh every single render you want a new well, every single request you want a new render. So you want to get new data every single time, and that makes it non-negotiable so you don't have to worry about it. Um So you can also tag, like when you're fetching data anywhere, you can also tag it. So for instance, we were going to at any part of our application, we were doing a tag. We would go in and we would fetch the data, right? Uh, in our fetch. So right after we do our URL, we're just doing like a little our object, right? So we're doing it's gonna be next, and then we're doing our tags. I'm not expecting you to remember any of this. We're just going through real quick, and then this just to like so you're aware of it. Like I said, I'm just trying to orient you to these type of things. So this is so that you're aware of it, and then you can look it up later. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing like a little resource list of this stuff as well, kind of like a little cheat sheet. So I'm trying to organize a good little cheat sheet for us. But the tags. So you for this particular fetch, you're declaring some tags for it. So when you revalidate tags, then it's going to like this is for like even if you were in another component working in another component or like a um it really wouldn't make sense to do it on like another page or anything. But like if you work on another component or we even within the same component, um you are going to if you're doing like if you're running a function, right? Like if you were adding a project, like if you on the same page you were adding a project, you would do revalidate tag, and then it would be projects. So see it has this tag, you run which is like a little function. So it's gonna run this function and it's gonna revalidate your project. So it's gonna refetch. Every time that other function runs, it's gonna run this revalidate tag, and then it's gonna refetch, and then it's going to get some new projects, some new fresh projects, and basically revalidate them. So revalidate path is just gonna revalidate that route, that particular route. So we've seen this before. I showed this in the recordings, I believe. Uh, any questions about caching or revalidation? No. Okay. If you have, like I said, if you have any questions at all, whether now or later down the line, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what we're here for. All right. SEO, which stands for search engine optimization. Uh, Next.js is really popular for its marketability. Because of its SEO, it's SEO friendly, got those features. So a lot of times it's really good if even if you were just creating like a basic marketing site, um, it can be really good for that as well. So this allows you, this is the sitemap. So sitemap lists your pages for search engines, right? So search engine is gonna find your sitemap, and then it's just really gonna expose like all your public endpoints that you want to be readily known to the public, right? So this is going to be like Google's going to go and it's going to find your sitemap. It's going to make a note of all these different uh uh pages that you have for your website listed, and then it's gonna go through crawl your websites. But this is a good way to get exposure for your website, and then for Google to add it to its rankings for its search results. So it's built from app, like on the app directory, you're gonna add a sitemap.tx. So another specialty file, but yeah, this one's just sitemap.tx, and it's going to return the sitemap function, and then it's going to return a array of objects. And for the basic is going to be the URL. So the URL for your different routes that you want to include in your sitemap. So it's just gonna have your basic, your home, right? Your home/landing page. Then you have your project route, and then I know in our like in my example portfolio, it has there'll be another one for the about, and then this is the last modified. Uh, so the last modified tells it when the last time it was um that particular page was modified. You can just do have the new date. So uh what this do is gonna automatically generate that date. So anytime you make any changes, like update your application or anything, it's gonna generate that new date for you. And to show, and this is gonna show that any information is relevant. So because that also goes to um Google ranking, and also, showing how relevant or recent that data is. There's also a way to do multiple sitemaps. So you're gonna have this. It's gonna be an async function. It's just gonna be generate sitemaps, and then you're gonna return uh an array of objects of ID. So it's gonna be ID 0, depending on how many sitemaps. So for each sitemap, it's gonna be an object. And if you're just gonna have two, you're just gonna ID is gonna be um in this case they're the indexes. I am not entirely sure if you can make them whatever you want, but I'm pretty sure the standard is just the index. So 0, 1, and then you're going to uh kind of the same up here, but instead you're gonna pass these uh the ID props, which or ID params in this case, and then for the generate sitemaps, it's just gonna run. It's gonna run, and then for each one in this array, it's gonna create a sitemap with that ID. So we're gonna go through. So this is if you have a good example is like if you have an application that has like we can go back to like the tenant website, right? If you have a tenant side and then a landlord side, this is good because you can have a sitemap for the tenant side and then you can have a sitemap for the landlord side, and they can have their own sitemap as well. So that's something you could do. And then these are these are written out hard coded, right? Keep in mind these are in a JavaScript file, so you can use JavaScript to dynamically render them if you want to. So another if I at some point if we want to, or if you want me to show you at some point, like while we're doing it, I don't know how much the sitemap is gonna matter to you, but just for a general concept, you could um like give you a general idea like how like, to be thinking in, you know, JavaScript or coding in general, like to simplify things, because like if you don't want to have to code some things multiple times. But one thing you could do, like let's say for this instance, you could that landlord site, you could technically create three sitemaps, right? Very easily. You could have it'd be the 0, 1, 2. Then you could have like a uh an an array of objects, just one master array of objects with all your site lists that you want to go through. But then for your array of objects, you do the same thing, but then you add your own key for what type of designation it has. Okay, and then you will mark it, hey, this is a tenant, this is a landlord. And then you can dynamically generate for your landlord one, you can have it to where it's checking if it's a landlord, then it will add it to the landlord site map. If it's a tenant, then it'll add it to the tenant site map. And then from that master list, it will create a site map with all of those. So that is a possibility that you could do, and then you would handle that all outside of the generate sitemaps, and then you would just designate. Um, I guess it's kind of hard to picture uh without laying it out. Let's see. But yeah, I can give. Let's see. Actually, we'll c- we'll come back to it if we have enough time. Because that'd be a good see, just not for just the site maps, but just in general, that is a good structure to see. So if we got some time, I'll come back to it. If not, then I'll just include it in like the cheat sheet somewhere. Okay, Open Graph. So well, before I do that, do we have any questions about sitemaps in general? No? Okay. Open Graph. Open Graph. So if you are ever shared a link on Facebook or anywhere else, and then it showed you a preview, like usually you'll see it on like social media, like but anytime you share a link and then you see that link, even in um, Slack, when you share a link on Slack, it shows that preview card, and it's showing like a preview of like the not necessarily the website itself, but it shows a like cool little graphic or anything like that. When you see those like what looks like customized links, um, they're using the Open Graph. Um, they're using that Open Graph tool, which is a standard that was actually uh built by Facebook. So what it does is it allows you, and you can, these are pretty customizable. Um, so what it does, you set the title, what you want the title to be. So this is in the metadata tag. So the same tag where we're setting our page titles, like when we're setting our titles up here and all that metadata in our description, our title and description, you're actually including this in that same object. You're just gonna add a separate open graph object to it, and then you're going to add this title, description, and then images. And then so when somebody shares a link, yeah, it'll even have the image. So when somebody shares a link, that particular link to that particular route, then it's going to show what you designate for it, right? Um, so it'll show your title, your description, and then you can even really get detail about how you um design these and customize them. There's not a good quick way to show you this. to demonstrate this for you because, like I said, this is like something that's um built out. This is like another application is accessing this, like it's basically accessing your page, and then it's accessing your head portion of your code. So if you go to like, let's see, that's blocked. So the head, this is the part of the application that zoom in. So the head is a part of the application that is just doing stuff, like it's where your JavaScript is running. This is where we're setting, so like the metadata, all that stuff. See that we got, this is where we got our title that was dynamically generated. So this is where all this stuff is being ran. So this is where our application isn't really being seen, but um yeah, our application isn't being seen, but this is where we are, like something that Google would typically access, right? So this is something that Google access as part of its web scraping capability with the web. But then I can show you an example. So this is a result from Open Graph. So this is opengraph.xyz. This is good. Like if you're building out your own Open Graphs um, tools, this is a good way to view them. There is a way to, while you're building out your application, to dynamically not dynamically to um expose them so that you can find it. There is a way to do that, so if you don't have to deploy your application every time you want to see the updated version of this. But there are some one thing you do want to consider for, like, depending on where you're deploying to, um, they might cache some of your build data by default. So you might deploy this and it might not update to the most recent version that you have immediately. So you want to make sure it's not like a uh caching um issue with the deploy whoever you're deploying to. And then, like, this is just like a list of different, let me see, different websites that have their own open graph setup. So we can, so this is their custom open graph that they set up. And then I'm not sure, like this is their little meta tag. I'm not sure. I guess they're looking at, like, let me see. Yeah, so they also rate your, what do you call it? They also rate your open graph configuration as well, based on, this looks like if it was posted to social media. So um this is kind of designed to help you improve your click-through rate or just make it look more presentable. This is just like, basic surface level criteria. But this is also like a good tool to evaluate it, and just to be able to look at it, look at different websites quickly to see what it will look like, and especially your own. Uh, Pretty straightforward. Open Graph is. Um, but any questions about Open Graph so far? Anything like that? No? Okay. And okay. So with that, I want to say our next thing is going to be deploying. Yeah. So, what we are going to do, I know our application may not, our may not be completely done, but we'll get a deployment set up. So we're gonna deploy it to Vercel. Um, but one thing we do want to make sure is our application is in a, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be in like a finished state or anything like that, but we do want to make sure that it's deployable, right? So that we can get it deployed. So one thing that we are going to do is, let me see, do I got my code up? Okay. This is the portfolio. Okay, so what I would do is I will do we have our applications pulled up already? Our portfolio projects pulled up? Okay. Where's my Slack? I lost my Slack. There it is. I go 5, 8, 8. Okay. I created a thread. And in there, okay, I sent the basic uh link to deploy, and then you can see result, open graph result as well. All right, so let me go to this link. Uh, all right, so in this example, we are going to be using because we should have our, I believe we have our project set up on GitHub, correct? Okay. So if not, we'll give you some time to set it up on GitHub as well. But you want to make sure that your project is connected to your GitHub, and then we would uh I would connect using GitHub because yeah, well that's what we've been using. Also, that's where we're gonna pull our project from. So go ahead and set that up and then push the latest version of your application to GitHub. So I'll give us some time to do that. Let me know if you need any help at all. Or if you run into any issues.
Okay, I think I might need some hand holding with how to do this, how to push this to GitHub.
No worries. Okay. Well, if you want to share your screen, that might be the easier way.
Okie dokie. Right, help button. Hold on my.
There it goes. Okay.
Okay.
And then we've already you already added this project to GitHub?
I am not sure if I have or not. I
No,
kind of think I have, but I can't remember at this point.
no worries. We can find out. So we have okay. So what we can do is, do you normally use the GitHub um the application? I'm assuming you use the application, right? Or do you use the terminal?
Uh,
Do you
I'm not sure. Um,
of the actual like the GitHub MacBook application?
oh, okay. I have downloaded GitHub Desktop.
Yeah,
Um,
GitHub desktop.
okay.
Yeah, so let me see.
I'm trying to open that currently. It's bouncing on the thing. There we go.
Okay. And then the the GitHub desktop open for you.
Yes, it is opened.
I am not able to see it.
Okay, I've got this
Is
this weird thing came up that said your screen sharing is paused.
did it?
And yeah, I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll stop sharing and see if I can restart
Yeah.
sharing.
I wonder, did you only share the VS Code screen?
Oh, I did. Okay, God, Laura. Okay.
No, no worries. If yeah, no worries.
Okay, let's try that again. Okay, here we go. Now we'll pull up. Okay. Can you it looks like you should be able to see it now.
Yes.
Okay.
This thing is in the way. Oh no. Hold up, I hit the wrong one. Okay. Okay, I can see it.
Oh, this is the expense tracker. I just realized. Okay.
Okay, which is
I
fine.
okay. I don't know that I have gotten this on.
No worries. It is
Okay.
perfectly fine.
Okay.
It doesn't take too long to get you there.
Okay.
So what you would do is you would hit the you're on a Mac, correct?
That is right.
Okay. So you would hit you'd go to the file, was it file?
Okay.
Or let me see. Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah. So you hit where the current that drop down is for the current repository. Where it says up more. The
Okay.
top left of yeah, right there where it
Oh,
says
okay. Okay, repository. Okay.
let me see. Here, we'll just hit the no. If you go down, so like in the hold up, click on the app. Yeah, click just right there. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, right here at the top corner, the top left. Right, keep going up, just right there.
Okay.
Uh, hold up, the GitHub desktop is blocking it. Oh, I can't go down a little bit more. Go down. So I want to get this tab out the way. Right here where it says expense tracker module 2 final. Right
Ye
there.
okay.
Up. Yeah, keep going up.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there. Yeah. And then you're gonna want yep. And then you see where it says add,
Mm-hmm.
add, and then so this one you want to do a clone repository.
Okay.
You're gonna want to clone the repository, but you're gonna want to find where your project is, and then
Okay.
you're gonna want to clone the project. So
Okay.
if you need a second to do that, but if you need, oh, let me see. Do you know where at on
Uh,
your computer?
y- I think I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can just knock that out real quick if you want to.
Okay.
Um, and then you don't. Yeah. And if you need to stop sharing your screen and reshare it, you can do that as well.
Okay. I will do that. All right. That way.
Yeah. So, one one method if you need to try to find out where your application is on your
Mm-hmm.
computer, you can go to the terminal, like
Mm-hmm.
the where you're in the code editor in VS Code, you can go to the terminal and then see where, like, look at the path where your file is.
Okay.
So, still giving you issues.
I'm still working on it. It's not where I thought it was, so I'm just
No
kind of
worries. That's how it gets sometimes.
yeah. No need to wait on me, incidentally. I will catch up. This may take me a little bit to sort myself out.
No worries. Oh, let me see. Let me see. I think it's fine because I'm trying to fix something on my end as well.
Oh, cool.
Cause it's not showing all. Yeah, I gotta fix because it's not showing all of my not showing my projects. So I gotta get that fixed real quick.
Okay.
One second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. So let me get this figured out real quick. Okay, I think I might. Hold on, let's see. Where? Oh, so right now it is not wanting to show for me, so I got to expose this portfolio project so that I could demonstrate deploying it. But I know what I need to do. We're gonna do this. Oh, I see. I see the errors of my ways. Okay, there we go. Uh, Dylan. Of the
Just announcing I got it to GitHub. Just like
You got it?
I got it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I only need about a couple more minutes. Just do. Being just a little slow here. See. All right, but
No worries.
I can walk us through it. Uh, so you got it, you say you got it connected to the GitHub?
Yes, I got it connected to the GitHub.
Okay, where you got it connected to GitHub so that you already pushed it to GitHub and all that good stuff. And
I did. I pushed it to GitHub.
okay, perfect. So now we can go back to the Vercel and then you connect your GitHub account to Vercel. And then it's gonna ask you what tool that you want to pull your repository from, and then you just select GitHub. Okay, and then 1 second, let me see. Okay. All right, so I am. So I'm just in the process of copying my portfolio over so I can have it deployed. But either way, it actually, if we're just showing. Let me see. Oops. Okay. Sorry, uh-oh. My computer decided it want to be a little slow right now. Okay. And then when it's get repos, right now. Hmm. Okay. That seems like a little bit better right now. Can you hear me? Okay. I guess I'll have to cut my video temporarily. Uh, okay, let me go ahead. Oop, not that one. Uh, sorry, I gotta add this new one too. There. Mm, One second, let me. Man, everything I'm going through. Oh, sorry, bear with me. My computer's fighting me today.
No problem at all.
Okay. Well, there it goes. All right. Are we still able to see my screen? Okay, perfect. Oh, so now we're going to import. Oh, well, before we do this, first we do. Oh, it's still being slow. Oh, hold up, let me. I'm gonna have to open the new one. Okay, so with this one, give it a second. Give it a second. I'm gonna do because it is new. I'm gonna run the npm install so we get my node modules. So in your project, um, so you don't because trying to build constantly, because so the way we're going to be doing is we're going to be connecting it to our GitHub account. Uh, I'll skip that for now. But we're going to be connecting it to our GitHub account to automatically pull from our projects folder, or yeah, our project repo, I should say. and then we're gonna set it up to pull particularly from a particular branch. So when a branch is update, when the main branch is updated, then we're gonna want Vercel to keep an eye on that and then automatically deploy our application um based on when our main branch is updated. So a lot of the times, so you're gonna see like it's gonna be CI/CD, CI/CD. That stands for continuous integration and continuous deployment. A lot of the time it's referencing like the process from when you yeah, essentially, yeah, it's gonna be the process from when you update some update your code and then the processes that run to automatically, depending on where you push your code to, it's gonna be the process, referencing the process of automatically um updating that code, having those watchers, actions that happen based on the deployment process, and then actually deploying that application because you don't want to have to go through, depending on what type of application it is, how big it is, you don't want to have to every single time go through and do the deployment steps because there can be depending on how your application is set up, there can be a lot of steps in between when you push that code to it being deployed. So there can be some other processes that need to happen, like other tools that need to be synced with it, but you can automate that. So a lot of times that's what it's referencing when you see, not a lot of time, but all the time, that's what it's referencing when you see like the CI/CD is being able to do that. In this case, it's a very simple way of doing it. I wouldn't, yeah, it's because they make it very easy for us, right? So, there goes. That's fine. Ooh, okay. So one of the things you want to do to speed it up, so you're not either triggering that process to end up with a build failure or anything like that, is you're going to want to build it locally first. So any issues you have, you can fix it right then and there because you don't want to have to make changes, then push code, and then it goes to push, and then it tries to build it on the deployment side, and then it fails. You want to do that here because then you're eliminating all the steps you have to do. So one thing you can do is npm run build, and that's just gonna build it. Just it's gonna build it the same way that a deployment site is going to build. So this is when you deploy on an app on a website, they're running the same command essentially. They're running that run build, telling your application to build. So I'm gonna run build. So it's gonna try to build it. And then any errors we get. So yep. We're at projects actions. So app who goes at app projects actions. Cannot find module. Very interesting. You can this might just be some error that I'm getting because I copied the way I copied this project. So you can try to run build and then just let me know if it builds for you or if it's a similar error. So then that way we can handle this. Hold up, because that's not the same. At lib. What in the world? Uh, I'm I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay, I am back. I am so sorry about that. Okay. Uh, okay. Were you able to build your projects successfully, or did you get the same error? Oh, no wonder. Okay, I see. That's that should be a me only issue because it's from my examples. I just realized. Okay, no wonder. I didn't I didn't have a get ignore for my example. So let me npm run build again. Okay. Okay. So I got mine successfully built. Okay, it's looking like ours successfully built. Okay, so that's a good sign. So two things can happen from here because I don't remember. So you can actually, so you can run build, and you can actually, because there's a world where you npm run build, so you can npm run build to test to make sure it builds, or you can actually npm run build because you intend on using the build because it builds, say it uses this build, just like when we npm run dev, it creates this .next folder. You can run build and then you can actually use these files. Like if you there's a yeah, I think with Next.js you have to or yeah, next you have to explicitly declare that you wanted to generate the build files, but you can actually run a version to where it's going to run the build and it's going to output your JavaScript, your CSS, and your HTML files, and then you can deploy it in that way. There's a more manual process that you can use to deploy it. But it's unlikely that we would use that. It's possible, but it's unlikely. And if it ever comes across that, then it is a simple lookup of doing that. So now that we know it built, we are going to trust. Well, me first, I will have to push my changes because I just deleted the example. So I'm gonna push my changes. All right. So once we know we got a successful build. So it's important from GitHub by default. It's important from the main. So it might make you create a team. You can just create a simple team, and then the project name. You can have the project name just be your portfolio or whatever you want it to be. It's automatically going to detect that it's a next project. And then your root directory. So what this is asking is it's asking you to tell it where your root directory is. By default, it's just going to be the dot forward slash. It's going to tell it just whatever we share is going to be at the very top level of what we share. But sometimes you might have a I say sometimes it's probably unlikely, but you never know. You might come across it, but you might come across a project to where it is one big it's called a mono repo, and it has like multiple projects in it, and you can have three projects in one directory, but you can deploy each one separately. um I'm not a fan of that personally, like the having it to deploying them separately. um but there are some cases where it makes sense. And then you would just select that folder. You're gonna want to select that particular project folder. Essentially, where your node module sit. So where the node module sit is basically like where your root is. Like so where the node module, the TS config, your package lock, all that stuff, that's gonna be your root. So you want to get the root of that project. Um, and then let's see. So we really should there's not much we're gonna change here. Uh yeah, especially so look, it's just telling us what's gonna run, the npm run. So we'll just keep that. All right. And then our environment variables. So we have our environment variables set up from when we did our super base. So our environment variables that we set up in our project, which I don't, our environment variables, which we have set up in our project, we are getting those because we don't want those in Git because we don't want to expose ourselves. Yeah, we don't want to expose any of our keys or anything because of security vulnerability. I can't, oh, man, that word has been tearing me up the last couple times. But yeah. So we don't want to expose those and get because it creates an issue. And normally you want to so these are like public keys anyway, so it's not as much of a problem, but normally we're going to have secrets and stuff like that that we don't want exposed, that we don't want anybody to know. And even if our GitHub project is private, it still poses a security risk and we don't want to risk that. So what typically happens is you set up your environment variables in whatever environment that you're deploying it to, and then the deployment environment handles those environment variables. So what we're going to do is we are going to copy our environment variables that we got in our project. So and so you can see it's going to be the next public Supabase URL. We're gonna, I'm gonna copy that, and then in the name it's going to be that's just going to be the name. As simple as that. And then without the equals, just the text itself. Then we're going to put that as our value. And then you can see, so this one's public. It doesn't necessarily have to be, is a next public Supabase. It doesn't necessarily have to be hidden. So this is fine. There are some that you can leave, like in this case, you have environment variables that aren't secret. So this isn't a secret and it's indicated by next public. So next public, remember just a reminder, like for the next public stuff, this is stuff that you can use in your client side necessarily. You if you can, you still want hold up, here it goes. There it goes. You still want to use them on the server as much as you can, but there are instances where you will use it on, like there'll be some environment variables that's used on the front end. An example would be feature flagging, which is like, let's say that you wanted to have a set of features that were let's say you had a set of features, like this is also a benefit of the environment variables being handled in your um deployment environment, is because like if you wanted to have like let's say um let's say 20 if you want to do 2026 Qt, oh my goodness, features, and or Yeah, we'll do it like this. Then you could do active or inactive or something, right? But like in this case, you could do active, and then what this would do is like you would be using this throughout your application, and then you would have some features that are only active when this is active, right? And this could be like could be like for something if you just wanted to soft launch some things without necessarily hard. It's kind of like a little workaround doing. There's better ways to feature flag things, but that's just an example. And then you would go in, and then instead of having to update your full application, you could just come in, update your yeah, without having to redeploy your full application. You would just come in and update your environment variables, and then add that feature. You change that from like active to or from inactive to active, and then handle it that way. But in this case, let me see. So let me get that. But that's like an example of something that wouldn't matter if it got exposed in your front end application, just saying that was active. So, okay. And then we can see that and then make sure. And then this is so you have your environment because you are even with the Vercel, you are able to have like connect your dev environments. So like you have your preview, your production. If you had a dev branch in your repo in GitHub, you can connect it to the development environment. And then this way you can have separate environment variables for your dev environment. You see how they don't have the production and dev together because typically you really should have different ones because you should have like test environment variables so that way your dev and your production code isn't intermingling and causing any issues because you don't want if you're testing something you don't want it to mess up your production code and then not as important going the other way but you still want to keep them clean and separated from each other. So once we got our environment variables in, the next thing we would do is we just go ahead and deploy and then see what happens. All right, so it's gonna go through, it's gonna do our build log, similar to what it was doing when we did it locally, but it's gonna have their own processes that they're incorporating as well. So they're installing dependencies. So they're also doing the npm install part of it as well to install all and dependencies. So add the packages. So now look, running npm run build. So this is generating the static pages. Remember, I told you it's going to take our pages and it's going to generate. It's going to hard code the non-dynamic parts of our pages, and then there we go. I got a little. Mine was able to deploy on this end, and then let me know if you have any issues with trying to deploy your application.
I had to redo my project deployment because I had a glitch and had to restart. Um,
Mhm.
can you remind me, was there anything that you changed as far as the application preset, root directory, or the build and output settings?
No, it should you should
Okay.
yeah, that should be the default ones.
Okay, and I just added my env information and the environment variables and then hit deploy.
Correct.
Okay, just
Correct.
making sure before I touch anything else.
Okay. Yeah, it should run the build process, and then any errors you get, it should give you some like a specific error from the log.
Okay.
Giving you any issues?
Yeah, it's saying my key is wrong in the employment environment variables. So, can you give me an idea? I know the actual key itself that we put in for the public, let's see,
Uh-huh.
the public API service role key.
Mhm.
Um, that one is goes in like the one that the value. Is that correct? For environment variables?
Yeah, so it's the left side goes in the top, the name, and then the value. Yeah, the right side of the equals goes in the value part.
Got it.
Yeah. You just want to make sure you don't have any like accidental trailing spaces or accidentally copy the equal sign.
Okay.
It just said your environment variable was wrong.
Yeah, I think it's because I had the equals in there. So I'm recopying everything.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Even I don't know, computers are they're like sabotaging. So sometimes you'll even copy the right stuff and then they'll just like at the last second throw the equals in there.
Yes. Do we need to add the table, like the URL at all
The
for our public Supabase URL? Or is that just that's not used? It's just the
is
Supabase anonymous key.
hold on, let me double check. Yeah, it's going to be hold on, let me get rid of that. Yeah, you're gonna do the Superbase URL and then the publishable key.
Perfect.
Is it still giving you issues?
I just hit deploy, so I'm waiting to see what
Okay.
it does.
The moment of truth.
I know.
How is it going for you, Laura?
It seems to have worked. I got the congratulations.
Oh,
You pushed
nice.
it thing, but I wasn't sure that I copied the right thing. Would it still work even if I copied the wrong thing or no?
In terms of
The
the
wrong environment thing.
variable,
Yeah.
um, it might error out. It depend. It might error out. Usually, so it depends on no, as long as they're because if you copy the wrong value itself,
Hmm.
it'll probably still work. You'll just get an error on the super base side, like when you try to make those calls, like
Okay.
when you go to something that makes the call. Uh, like for instance, I think this one like it's not pulling my what do you call it, my projects, but so it's possible it'll still deploy like, and then you have the incorrect environment variable, so that's totally possible. Uh,
Okay.
but I
I got
think
an error too.
okay, I think yeah, for the most part it should be. Let me see. One way you can test, so let me show this. Laura, if you want to test it real quick, you can on the overview, you should go just click through and then it should take you to the overview, or it should have provided you with a link. But you'll go to the link and then you'll just click on the link here,
Okay.
go through your project and see if it pulls from Superbase.
Alrighty.
And then Elizabeth, you said you got a error.
Yeah, let me. Where is it? So this is the error that it's giving.
Let's see. Build error turbo pack build failed. Module resolve app component project section from uh, and you didn't get this error when you ran the npm run build on the local side, huh?
Mm-mm, not
Okay,
at
so
all.
pages projects page.txt it's saying so it is it's so import project section. So when it says module not found, it's usually the error with the import itself. So it's saying that it went to this page, the component projects, and it did not find this project section. So either this
Okay.
route, so if you want to go to if you want to bring your project up, and if you want to go to the part where like the your app, your components, so your components folder, and then find that projects file.
Okay.
So yeah, components go right, yeah, right there. And then projects. So it's hold up. I think so right here it says projects section. So there's a S. I don't think the other one had the extra S.
Oh, yeah, you're right. The other one says project section.
Okay, yeah. Which is crazy.
So,
It did not give you an error. So that's also a thing you run into sometimes. They won't
so
error
should I?
out.
Should I leave the S in this and figure out where project section is in my coding to make sure it's either project or projects before I change this?
Yeah, I would double check. And I think it's at the pages, projects, and then was it the page? Import, yes.
Projects page.
Yeah, import. See the import at the top of the screen?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't have the S.
Got it.
So yeah. And you can make it to whichever one you like better.
Okay. I'm just gonna add the S and see. Now it's got an oh, I've got here too.
Yep. And that should fix it. And then so the
Okay.
next would do from there is you would um
Do I need
you
to NPM run build again?
yeah, I would run npm run build, which it did not. Oh, you're in the code.
Oh, darn it.
Oh yeah, I would run it and then oh, it's missing the M. It tricked you. There you go. But as you can see, it can deceive you sometimes because that's an error it
Mm-hmm.
caught on build, but it did not. Uh,
Okay, and then I just redeploy.
redeploy. Let me.
Here, I'm gonna put this on the same screen here. That way you can see what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, you got. Oh, actually, I said that wrong. You can hit can.
Uh-oh. Cancel.
We have to push this code to our GitHub first because it's using our GitHub code.
Perfect.
So we got to push it.
Okay. Cancel, stage it. Now commit. Okay, now that I canceled that, how do I
Yep.
there?
There you go. Yep. Hit that redeploy, and then yep.
Any changes here?
No, it should be fine. Okay. Regardless of how this goes, we'll see how it goes first. But regardless how it goes, we'll take a break because Brian's gonna hop on at 12:30, and I just want y'all to have a break before then. So it did give us an error. What did the error say?
Let's see.
Maybe it did not. Well, let's.
It doesn't say.
Interesting. I wonder if it was a timing issue. I wonder if the GitHub it tried to pull from wasn't updated.
Wasn't okay. Let
I'm not.
me.
It should be good now because you pushed it directly to the main, right? And we're pulling from main.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, we should see something from a few minutes ago. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fine. We'll continue it so y'all can get a break because I want y'all to have a break. I don't want before Brian gets here, and then we'll go from there. But also note
Okay.
you see when you connect it on the right hand side, you can see it the deployment attempts as well.
It
So that
hasn't. Okay.
Yeah, so it has like the deployment attempts, but it's fine. When we come back, we'll fix that. That should be a very
Okay,
fix. All right.
sounds good. Thank you.
And Brian will be here at 12:30, so y'all can just be back at the same time.
Sounds good.
All right. See you then.
Hello, strangers. You muted yourself.
Sorry about that. Yeah. I told them to be back at 2:30, so they might be here right at 2:30.
12:30 or 2:30?
12:30. 12:30.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're gonna be waiting for a couple of hours.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, no worries.
Yeah. So-
Right. Did you have anything, Derek, that you need to go over before I get started?
No, you are good to go ahead.
All right, cool.
I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. All right. Well, it's good to see y'all again. It's been a minute. So welcome. Yeah, so we're just gonna basically set up your project for the capstone. So a boilerplate next app with Supabase backend kind of thing. I think we did something similar back in our old JavaScript days. And I don't know if Derek, if y'all have set anything up or if y'all have just been just knocking out the stuff.
I'm sorry. In terms of
Like
the
like setting up a new project with Next and Supabase and all that.
Yeah, we did. We did that with we did a little portfolio project, so that's what we did with that.
Okay, sweet. So this should then be a refresher. So
Yeah.
should be good. So since y'all will be working together, well, basically one of you will be we'll call it project manager. doesn't mean you won't do any coding, but what it means is we'll use your repo, GitHub repo, like your Supabase and all that good stuff. The other person you'll add as a collaborator, so they can obviously do all this stuff too, but so it's on like one thing, you know what I mean? So y'all can rock, paper, scissors for it or whatever. I don't care. Just whichever one of you wants to be the PM on this is what we need to know.
Laura, I don't mind doing that if you want me to.
I would be delighted if you did that. I think
Okay.
it's a marvelous idea.
Sweet.
Okay, great.
All right.
Don't fight over it.
Yeah. Cool. So what we'll do then is I shared the capstone setup.pdf in Slack. So what we'll do, we'll just actually walk through this. So Elizabeth, if you want to share your screen, and we'll actually go through this whole thing and like make sure it all is working and good. And then Laura, pay attention because obviously you're going to need to know how to do this once you get out in the real world and stuff. So we'll just kind of walk through it. The first thing, yep, we'll set up a repo. You can, if you want to give it the name of your actual project, you can, or if you just want to call it Capstone Project, it's fine, whichever.
Sorry, I was muted. We haven't given it really a name yet. So, Laura, if you can think on that one for me, that'd be great.
Sure, I will. Do I need to come up with something right now, or should I?
No, I'll label it as Capstone Project for now, and we can rename it later.
Okie dokie. That sounds good. I'll have a little think.
Okay.
And when we actually deploy it, we can hopefully, put your app's name on there. So then when you're sharing it to people, they're not like, oh, Capstone Project. You're like, no, this is, Talk with Hands or whatever you call it.
Okay. Do I need to give a git ignore or anything like that?
No. We'll create our own.
Okay.
Should be fine.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and publish it so that I can add her as is it a collaborator?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Okay, and then settings. Let's see. How do I add her?
On the left at the very top says collaborators under access.
Ah, there we go. Sorry.
You good? And then add people. And then whatever your GitHub name is.
Laura, what's your GitHub name?
My GitHub name is Laura Sohl, all one word, LauraSohl. There I am.
Yeah, cool. And then Laura, you should get an email, so you just have to accept the invite.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and then I need to go back
There it is.
and open in Visual. Okie dokie. So now we just have to get it all set up.
Yep.
Open VS Code, set up project. Okay. So let's see.
So you'll just go in your terminal and run that
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
And I'll use this portion here. I don't know if it's going to let me copy.
And change your app name to, well, okay. It's going to create the project as your app name now.
Oh,
Like literally,
no.
So yeah, you can just kill it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I apologize.
You're good.
Let's do this.
You're doing much better than I would be, Elizabeth. Especially on the spot. This is tough.
You're doing great.
let's see. Can I use spaces in this, or do I need to use like a
No,
dash?
just keep it together. It's fine.
Okay. Cannot
Oh,
connect.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like capitals. Yeah. So yeah, do it. Yeah, just do dash then. All lowercase with a dash. Go. So do this looks different from last time. All of that except for app router. So let's do no custom settings, and it should walk us through. So you just push down. Okay, yeah. Say yes to everything except app router. Unless y'all did, Derek, did y'all use app router? I mean, you can if you want. You're the next professional.
Which
We use
ESLint.
You did use app router?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So do a control C or command C. We'll just have it do what it was trying to do in the first place. And yeah, just create it again. Just push it. There you go. Well, just change your app name. Yep. Perfect. So yeah, just use your,
Recommended.
yeah.
Okay.
that'll work. So last year when I made these instructions, you can see how much it already changed, right? Like this one has like agents built in and like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one myself. That's how new it is, I guess.
Cool. And y'all did do Tailwind and Daisy.
We did Tailwind. We did Daisy. We did do Daisy for the React.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, we can throw it in here too. Looks like it already gave you a Tailwind. While it's loading, I had shared in a job posting. I don't know if y'all got a chance to look at it, but it's basically like entry level. They want to get a junior dev in, kind of build them up. So definitely, if y'all are interested, check that out.
Definitely. I looked at it yesterday and was like, oh man, that looks pretty good.
Yeah. And there's not very many like that nowadays. So it's
I
kind of a
believe it.
to get it to. And then there's also the Thunder has I don't know if I told you about it before, but they have a what's it called? It's basically it's like a coding cohort thing they do, sort of like what we do, but it's less teaching and more like actually going in and building stuff. And a couple of one of our students from last year went in and did that, and it was really cool. And they like are considering making a company out of what they built, and it's a pretty cool thing. So it's not like you're not building stuff for the Thunder necessarily. You're building things kind of around that the Thunder might use. And I think the thing they did was something with parking, like analyzing parking stuff. I don't know. But anyway, I did reach out to Tanner, who's the guy who runs it, to let him know that you two are graduating. So if something you're interested in, maybe you can apply for that. And it is remote is available as well. So if you're not down here in the city. So when he gets back to me, I'll get you more info on that if you're interested.
That
I
sounds
think
great.
I think it's 6 months long, I think. And
Sorry, we're still loading over here.
yeah, see, that's okay. I don't know if y'all saw, but the BSON bash was moved to October. It was supposed to be next week. So if you were planning to go to it, the newsletter came out today, so it said it. But it'll be 2 days after Thunder Plains. So, yeah. All right, cool.
All
So
right.
that very nice. It looked like it already gave you Tailwind, but you could go ahead and run the install there.
Okay.
Cover your bases. Cool. Yeah, just move on down the line.
Let's see. Do I need to do NPX?
Yeah, just to
Okay.
sure. Oh, say could not determine executable to run. Okay, then maybe it's already good since they already put it in. Yeah, so go to your app, like the number 3 says, go to app globals.css and see if maybe they already put it in there.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? No, I know what we did wrong. We didn't CD into our project. We're on the outside of our project. Yeah,
That would help.
I skipped.
Um,
So yeah, delete that node modules folder and the 2 package JSONs. I don't know what the get attributes is.
I'm not sure. Let's.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's not gonna hurt them. Yeah, so yeah,
Okay.
CD into your folder, into your project. Okay.
And I just type in capstone. My brain is gone today, and I apologize.
You're good. Yeah, just capstone. You can tab, it should auto complete it for you.
Oh, it didn't give me an auto there.
Huh. Cap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hit enter, see if we get in there. Okay, cool. So now we're in the project. So now do your
Perfect.
npm install Tailwind bit. Okay. Next one to try. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, let's go to the app globals.css now.
Okay.
So apps at the top.
Yep, there it is. Let's see.
Yeah, right.
Am I completely missing it?
Oh, you click
Global.
on the app.
There it is.
Cool. Okay, so yeah, it's already got the import, but it doesn't have the ones that we have. So yeah, grab those 3 and just throw them under that import. The 3, yeah, those guys. They're probably above the import. It probably doesn't matter.
You mean to just put do I need to put import
Yeah.
before each of them?
Just it'll have, or you don't need to import at all. Just paste them.
Okay.
Yeah. Just doing at Tailwind. Hover over where the red lines are. Let's see what it's mad about. It's no longer available. Okay, so maybe something they don't even need anymore. But we'll leave them there for now and see how it goes.
Okay.
Cool. So let's look at your Tailwind config.js, which
is it in Node?
No.
Okay.
Should be nowhere to be found. You may not have one. It may not be required anymore. Okay, so let's skip that for now. I think that was is to use Daisy maybe, unless there's a different way to set up Daisy now. Let's see. Yeah, there may be a different way to use Daisy. Yeah, just go ahead and npm install Daisy UI.
I did, and
Oh, you
it's,
did?
let's see. Yeah. It says added 1 package, audited 359 packages.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
fine.
did Okay.
That'll work. Okay. And then let's go to your app/page.js or okay, TSX, yeah. It's using
Okay.
TypeScript is why. Um,
That's okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right. And
Uh,
then
so we got our image import. Um, do we have a page dot model.cs? I think uh, this may, let's see, go to the public folder. No. Okay. So yeah, this is my code is outdated, which is fine. Let's see. It's gonna do that thing there. Yeah, we can leave that now. Okay, let's just go ahead and try to run it. So go down to number 6.
okay.
Yeah, just try to do your run dev, npm run dev. Cool. All right, open your localhost there.
Okay. Let's see. Localhost 3000. Okay. Command and click. Sorry, I'm still trying to get through the used to be a Windows based.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
The app is there, so that's good.
Okay.
Um,
Move it out of the way for now.
yeah, let's go ahead and just replace. So go back up to to letter D and grab that export default function home code.
No, it's not wanting me to select it all. That's okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Where
Yeah.
do you want me to put it?
So get rid of everything except for line 1, and then just
Okay.
fix it from there.
Oh,
That's a handy way to do it if you wanted.
oh, is it?
Yeah, if you close it and just highlight right there, you get the whole thing. But yeah, just delete. There you go.
Okay.
Yep, and just paste it in there.
And then oops.
Cool. All right, and then go look at your localhost again. Cool. All right. Click me and see what it does.
Nope. It's not clicking.
Okay. I wonder why. Oh, I know why. So that's supposed to look like a button. If it's using the proper UI library,
Okay.
it may not be, but yeah, looks okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you can go ahead and kill your terminal. Cool. And then we'll go ahead and set up Supabase.
See. Oh, it didn't open there.
Okay, cool. It wants you to upgrade to Pro because the projects you have in there, can you get rid of any of those or are they needed?
Let's see. Oh yeah, we can. I have 2 expense trackers, so let me get rid of this one.
Yeah, if you go to the left and go to project settings, there you go. Yep.
And then okay. See.
I don't typically ever add a GitHub repo to my Supabase
Oh, you don't?
because you're going to connect to it from your app anyway.
Okay. Do I need to give it a database password?
Yeah, it would be helpful too. Yeah, just something you all you'll put it in your ENVs.
Okay. Not bad.
Not
I need a
strong.
stronger one. Okay. Goodness gracious.
If you want to have it generate one and then you just copy it, you can do that too. Oh, there you
There
go.
we go.
Cool. Just make sure you remember what it is because you will need it later.
Yes.
You can change region to like Ohio or whatever. Whichever, yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
then, yep, that should be good.
Sure. Save it. Whatever.
As well.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So click on connect up the top, the green button, and then do framework, top left, and Next.js. And then you'll want to, yeah, just to write down there where it says next public Supabase URL.
Mm-hmm.
Grab those two guys. Cool.
Okay. Do I need
Um,
to do let's see, I don't think I have an ENV yet. So,
yeah. So you'll need to create one,
okay.
and it'll be in the root of your project.
Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Jeez Louise. Okay.
And actually, I think is it .env.local? I think we get to that eventually down here. But you can use .env right now. It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna go back up. Oh yeah, it's right. It's in the next step. .env.local is what it's gonna be. So
Got it.
Yeah. Just rename that guy.
Oh,
Cool. Perfect. All right. Yep. And then back in Supabase, we'll go ahead and create your users.
okie dokie. Let's see.
Yeah, you're in the right spot. Go to authentication right under database. There you go. And then you can create one for you and then one for Laura as well.
Hey, Laura, is it
Okay, it'll be laura.m.soul@gmail.com.
perfect?
Thank you.
No problem. Okay.
Okay.
Let me get
Copy
this.
those the two UIDs
Okay.
and just paste them somewhere so you can have them handy.
Okay. Um,
And then maximize that screen again real quick, your Supabase. Okay, so the top one was you, the second one was Laura. Okay, just to remember
Yeah.
for them. Cool. Okay, so yep, now go down. You're gonna create your users table. So you can click into your SQL editor. It's on the left there. Yep,
Nope.
there you go. And then you can grab that script to have there. Or SQL query, not script, I should say.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why it's not letting you. There you go. Cool. So this is just creating the users table. You can do it without RLS for now, yeah. And just giving it the columns that are there. So you're good.
Okay.
Cool. You did that. So now you can create your user records. So go to your table editor on the left and your users table.
Nope. It doesn't show a user's table.
That's on the far left.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Good. Keep going down. Nope. Right there. There you go.
That's the one.
Cool. And then click insert top left or top right, sorry. And insert row. And then just fill this out for you, and then we'll do it again for Laura.
So I just enter what I want my ID to be, and then
No, this will be the UID that you copied.
oh, that makes more sense. Duh, Elizabeth.
And yeah, the rest you fill in whatever you want it to say. For the avatar URL, you can just leave that blank,
Okay.
or you can make it blank now.
I think does that need to be my GitHub username, or can it just be okay,
No,
can be whatever.
Yeah, this is just your username for the app that you're going to build.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thanks, Elizabeth.
No problem.
Cool. All right. Yeah, go to on yours, Elizabeth, where you put that
Oop.
URL in. So you should be able to scroll.
Okay.
Yeah, just make that null.
This one.
If you left click on it, should be yeah, that should be fine.
Oh,
Actually,
that's weird.
go I thought it had one where it would say like set to null. Maybe not. But it's okay. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Didn't want to give anything funky whenever you're trying to do stuff. Cool. Okay. So now, we have a repo set up. We have Supabase set up. So now we need to make them talk to each other. So back to your code. And yeah, go ahead and npm install that Supabase.
No such file.
Wait. Oh, okay. You didn't do npm install. You just grabbed the Supabase bit.
Oh, that would help.
Okay. All right, cool. Now we're gonna, just go on down and create your lib directory. So now you have a nice little lib over there on the left. And then cd into it if you did. Okay, cool. And gonna make that file so that touch Supabase. Yes.
That copied the link.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, grab that.
And it goes into the Supabase client.js.
So you created that lib file. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Cool. So as you see, this is going to use those envs that you had put in your env.local,
Mm-hmm.
just so you make a connection in your brains.
Perfect. Page.js.
So that's going to be that
Let's
page.
see.
Go into app. Page.tsx.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime this thing says JS, it's going to be TSX because we're using TypeScript.
Come on, friend. You know what? I'll take it and I'll backspace. And I replace everything.
Yep. Let's see. What is it, mad? I think it's TypeScript errors, probably. Hover over a username. Yeah, it's just TypeScript errors. Okay, so that's fine.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, do npm run dev again, and let's see. Hopefully it works.
Let's see.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't like the quotations over there. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, hop back over there.
Okay.
Oh, it's because when it pasted weird. Just delete that and put a new quote there.
Oops. Let's see.
Good. And yeah, put that
And
drag it back. Cool. All right, let's see what it's mad about now. Supabase key is required. Okay. Did we not have a Supabase key already? Go to the Supabase client.js.
okay, let's see.
The top right when you've got it already.
Sorry, my brain is.
You're good.
There we go.
Oh, it didn't put. Why did it put it there? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. It just pasted weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna take these spaces out so that it. Ooh, okay, so now let's see if we can. Nope.
Kill the server and start it again. Maybe it,
Okay.
since it's a library thing, maybe it was mad.
Nope. Let me do this.
Let's see. Okay. I doubt this matters, but go back to the code, go to your terminal, kill your terminal again. And then do a cd space ... to go back to the root of your project. And then run npm run dev there. And let's see if it's happy. Nope. Okay. Okay. So let's see what is going on with that. Let's go to, let's look at pages.tsx. So, okay. Those are TypeScript errors, doesn't care. We have local. All right, Yeah, grab what's in your soup-based client, and let's get our trusty AI friend to help us.
Okay, I'm gonna copy this and because it's the same information. And then let me find Claude.
Have you tried Claude Code yet?
As far as
Like in the terminal?
no.
You should. Let's do it. Yeah,
Okay.
open a new terminal. So the little plus sign,
Okay.
and then type Claude. You may have to install it. Yeah.
Okay.
Go to, how do you do Claude initially? Go to, hang on. It's been a long time since I installed Claude. Go to Claude.ai in your browser.
Okay.
And I guess just ask Claude, how do I install Claude Code?
So it says I have Claude Code for VS Code.
Yeah, so that's the app within VS Code. We're doing like
Okay.
straight terminal Claude.
Got it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Change your world. Do you have the free account or are you using the pro account?
I have a pro account.
Okay.
I was gonna say this is my desktop version.
Yep. And it does offer Claude Code in there as well. But there's just
Okay.
something about having that terminal like in where you're doing your coding it's pretty cool.
Okay, so I went to Claude and this is where it's pulling me up.
Yep. So yeah, just ask right there, just say, hey, so we're not going to do code here. We're just going to ask a question. So you could have asked it in your desktop app.
Oh, okay, I can pull that right back over.
Yeah. And just say, how do I install Claude Code in my terminal? And you can do this too, Laura, if you want to. Be fancy. Laura, do you have Claude Code Pro account?
I do not. Should I think about doing that?
If I mean it's super cool, obviously, but I don't know if the free account has Claude Code included. You can definitely try it.
Okay.
But if not, we love Claude. I know Derek and I love Claude, but you could definitely use Codex or whichever other one if you wanted to.
I love Claude too. I use the free one all the time, so I would have no qualms about using Claude's code version or whatever.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see what happens on the free side.
Okay. So if you remember back to our curl days, this is basically reaching out to the Claude install.sh file, which is an sh file is a script file. So it's running that in your terminal and installing the whole Claude Code thing. That's what that's doing.
Perfect.
And the dot or the dash FSSL thing right there, those are just flags that tell it to kind of do different things.
Okay.
Okay, well, while that's doing that, at the end of that paper we're going over, I have a couple project requirements. You're pretty much covering them all in what you're already trying to do. You're going to have a framework, obviously, you're using Next.js. Database, you're using Supabase for that, which is a Postgres SQL database. You're going to have authentication, which you set up already, but you'll have that for your users as well.
Right.
And so for your users, you won't go in like we did and actually like build them out. It'll be through your app so they can log in and all that stuff. API integration. So you'll have your backend with Next.js where you'll have your APIs for your different cards and and all data and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And then AI integration, I noticed you mentioned the text to speech thing, which is super cool.
Mhm.
So you'll have that. And then if there was any other ways to integrate it that made sense, then you could totally do that. But I wouldn't don't try to shove AI everywhere that's not needed,
Right.
because that definitely can make it very unuser friendly and just
Mhm.
over the top. So yeah, I think if you just do the text to speech, that's definitely enough, yeah, so you'll have those covered pretty good. And then
We
I
do
did,
have also an open source database, an API database for all the cards as well that we just have to request access to.
okay, perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Very cool. And then I did write down a couple of notes, just reading over. So and definitely correct me if I'm wrong. It feels like this would be like a mobile screen type of thing, really.
Mhm.
So you hold it up and say, hey, card, whatever. So I would focus mainly on the mobile screen size and not really worry too much about how it looks on desktop. If you have time and you want to build a landing page out or something like that, that's totally cool. Obviously, you could ask Claude to just do it, and they throw something up for you and you could adjust it. And then, do you know what a PWA is? Have you heard of that?
No.
So it's a progressive web app. So basically what it does is it will take your website and allow it to be an icon on a screen. So like an app, like a mobile app. And so it's one file that gets added. Claude can do it for you. And that way you're people don't, if they use your app a lot consistently, you can put it on their screen like an app, so they can just tap it and
Okay.
they have it. So it's kind of just a wrapper around the website that makes it look like a
Mhm.
mobile app. So I think that'd be super
Okay.
handy. So they don't have to keep going to the browser all the time. And then reading through your list, there's a lot of cool things. It didn't seem like there was a lot of order, as far as easiest to
Right.
hardest or whatever. So definitely look at those things and figure out okay, these are the core, I have to have these things working. And then if we have time, we're going to add, these other things. So figure out what's the most important on there.
Okay.
And then, do you know what user stories are? Have you heard of that? Laura's heard of that? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know that I have or not.
I think
I
it's
think,
where if you're trying to sort of explain how a product is going to be usable to someone, you have a story about little Billy or
Okay.
whatever, and Billy's got this, whatever the problem is, and you kind of, it sort of, in my opinion, it sort of humanizes the product a little bit. Is that right, Brian?
yep,
Got it.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I just put an example. Bobby, the 13-year-old nonverbal boy that is hungry. So what's he going to do with
Mhm.
the app? He's going to, show the app food, whatever it is.
Mhm.
So just kind of map out, you know, I don't know how many you would need, but maybe 5 or so stories of different ways that it could be used. And this would also help you if you think about okay, Bobby's in a restaurant and he has a waitress and he's just holding his phone up, and the waitress is I don't know what are you doing? Because they've never heard of this,
Mhm.
this picture thing before. So we'll help you kind of think, okay, well, how could we make sure that the app is easy enough that the waitress would immediately go, oh, okay, I know what he wants or whatever. So to help you think
Right.
through those things. Um, and then so the last one, kind of the same general idea, is the general public is not going to know what this is, right? I think unless you have an autistic child or you've seen it before or whatever, um, if there's an emergency and the kid's just holding his phone up and you have a dumpster fire on it or whatever the thing, um, how it could be more accessible to the general public. And maybe this is where the text to speech thing might come in, or you could have it
Mhm.
have a button that would just say, kind of a quick description of like, hey, this app is for me to communicate with you or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe something like that. You know what I mean?
That's I think I don't know if I mentioned it in that specific part of the document. I'll have to look. We had some like idea page that we were going through where we could have an accessible button that it either introduces the person and says, I use this app for communication. That way it's all on every page. You click it to introduce yourself and then show them the card, that kind
Oh,
of
okay.
thing.
Perfect. Yep. Awesome. That'll work. Cool. And then the last one I had was, this is just general about the development process. So only, and we kind of have this with you, Elizabeth, being the PM, only have one person doing your PR merges and really kind of messing with the database. Now, you can definitely get together when you do that stuff, so you can both kind of see it and walk each other through it. But we've had students that will have multiple people pushing PRs and merging, and they're getting conflicts, and it's just it causes a lot of frustration. And in the professional world, same way, right? Like if somebody else is pushing on the same branch that I'm pushing on, it just gets convoluted. So have the one person doing that, and then the other just kind of there to help along and learn too. Because yeah, it gets hairy. Okay, that's all I got. What does it say? Are we still installing?
Oh, let's see.
As it is.
Installing native build latest.
Okay. Well, while it's doing that, let's just grab your Supabase client and we'll throw it in Claude and just ask them
Okay.
or throw the error that you had. So we can just say, hey, what's going on with this? Oh, cool. It finished.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now just type Claude. Let's see if it not found. Why are you not found? Exist. Oh, sorry. Where it says echo blah blah blah, you got to run that command.
Oh, fantastic.
Echo included.
Echo included.
Okay, now try to run Claude again. Hey, look there. We're cooking. Sweet. So this is just your settings. So you can just hit enter. It's fine. So you're doing dark mode. And then this will have you log in. So hit enter. And it should have opened in your browser.
It did. It's in a different
Okay, cool.
page.
Right.
Okay, it says
It's okay. Yep. Yeah, just use recommended settings and trust it. There you go. Cool. So now if you want to make your terminal bigger, you can see
okay.
The terminal itself. You can pull it up. There you go. Cool. So you have your little Claude guy there. Using Sonnet 5. If you want to change your model, slash commands is a big thing. Yeah, if you just hit slash in there. There you go. So there's a ton of different slash commands, which you can look through.
Okay.
But if you want to change your model, you can just type model. Slash model.
Okay.
So all commands will be like have a slash before them. The slash commands anyway. If you hit enter, then here it gives you the different models. So if you wanted to
Okay.
get crazy with Fable, then you can. Yeah, just allow. It's fine. If you needed if you wanted haiku, like if you had something super simple you wanted to do, Haiku's like just a fast for like quick answers. Opus is kind of is the best for coding, and Sonnet's not terrible either. Um, so yeah, I would use Opus though for now.
Okay. And then copy the error code and throw it in here.
Yep. Yeah, and you can click on the right on the other terminal.
Let's see.
Oh, you already have it? Okay. If you already had it, that's fine.
I don't know that it gave everything the way
Gotcha.
it was.
Oh, so since you're in the terminal, highlighting stuff doesn't do any good. You have to actually
Okay.
tick back and forth.
Okay.
There you go.
And
if
then
you
just
click it-
hit.
Yep. And then he's gonna think about it and give you an answer. Okay, so something else. So there's 3 different modes. There's the plan mode, the accept edit mode, and then the auto mode. Right now he's in the accept edit mode, so he's asking you for permission for everything. So you can go ahead and just say hey, or just say yes or whatever it is. My screen is covered up the bottom of your deal, because I keep moving my mouse around over there. If this gets annoying and you're like, it's fine, just do it, you can do Shift Tab and it'll change the mode. So you can change it to like auto mode, which is what I'm on pretty much all the time.
Okay.
But otherwise,
Command requires approval. Just keep saying yes.
yeah. Basically, anytime he's going to look at something or a new file or something, it's going to ask you, hey,
Mhm.
can I do this?
Okay.
Okay,
You
so
went to
now
overwrite
it's,
Superbase client.
yeah, so it's saying that why is it changing the URL? Oh, that's cool. It's showing you in your top part there too. Main on key. Oh, is it? Click in your env.local.
I was like, I know I had it open.
So that's
So this says
yeah,
publishable key.
or yeah, publishable. So did we have Anon before? Is that? Oh, is that what I
I'm
told you?
not sure.
Let's see. Hold on, let me see what I said over here. That's probably maybe that's something that changed from last year as well.
Oh, that's in the Superbase client. Yeah, that's where the error is. This is the Superbase client.js.
Yep. Yeah. So I had in my notes from last year, I have the Anon key, but now it's changed to
Okay.
Superbase key. So yeah, exactly what he's saying is what we need to do. So yep, you can just tell him yes and he can fix it. And then should be good. Yep. So now it says fix the
All right.
reference. Good to go. So
Perfect.
kill that terminal, start it again. Find out.
Oh, I have full screen mode. Why is it not letting me go?
Did you put your mouse all the way to the very top? There you go.
There we go. And we have launch.
Sweet. There you go. Yeah. So see, Claude Code, super helpful, right? Because that would have taken us
Yes.
quite a long time.
Forever.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. So yeah, it's working. If we look at your page.tsx, so this is, so you can hit X there on your terminal just to close it out.
Okay.
Remember that doesn't shut it down or anything. It just moves it from the screen. So if you see on our code, so line 15 and down, basically we're mapping through the users in your Superbase and we're displaying them on the screen, which is what we just saw. So we are pulling from Superbase, everything's connected. It's beautiful. It's good to go.
Okay.
I think, yeah, so we're all set up. Laura, you got the invitation for GitHub. Um,
I did. I got the invitation for GitHub. I'm having trouble. Let me see here. For Supabase, I did get that for GitHub, and with Supabase, I got an invitation to look at that. But when I try and accept the invitation, it says the site can't be reached. Um, I don't know if that's um what that sort of means.
hmm, interesting. Um, Let me think.
I can get to the capstone project on GitHub just fine.
Okay. I wonder what site is it trying to take you to?
It is trying to whenever it's just it says whenever when I'm trying to accept the invitation, um, it says the site cannot be reached, localhost who refused to connect. Uh, it's like HTTP, well, it's like localhost 3000
Yeah.
slash hashtag error blah blah blah.
Do you want her to share the screen?
Yeah. We'll go
Okay.
ahead and get you set up anyway. So we'll see what's going on. It's weird that it's trying to open localhost, but
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Okay.
oh, so Elizabeth, go ahead and push those changes to GitHub so we can pull them up, down on her side. Oh, I think I know. I think that the authentication like page itself hasn't been set up. So I think
Okay.
that's probably what that's doing.
Okay. So I just probably need to hold my horses a little bit.
Yeah, you should it should like you sh actually so go to Superbase.
Okay.
So try to get you logged in. Um yeah, just go there and let's see. Go. I wonder. Hmm. Just click on your organization on top left.
Okay.
Let's see if it shows. Wonder. It's been a minute since I've done that. Okay, so yeah, you won't be able to log into that. You'll just be a user on it, but that's your fine. Okay. Um, Elizabeth, did you already push it?
Yes, it's been pushed.
Okay, cool. So Laura, let's go to your GitHub desktop.
Okay.
And then let's try to clone a repo. So we'll get clone repo. Elizabeth, can you share the URL in Slack from GitHub?
I sure will.
So you'll click on URL,
Okay.
and then once we get the URL, then you can paste it in there.
No, 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 no. Right, where? What am I doing here? So many windows open.
Good. So once you copied it, go back to your GitHub desktop.
Okay.
Throw it in there.
All right, hold on. I'm working without a I've just moved, so I'm working without a mouse right now. So it's really being annoying. Okay. Dang it.
If you click the three dots
Mm-hmm.
back on Slack, Yeah, go down there.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
And then just do, yeah, copy link is fine, I think.
Thank you. I was trying to get it in. Right. Come on now. Paste. All right, I'm just gonna.
Use Command V. Yeah. You
Okay.
can use your, that way you don't have to use your mouse.
Command V. Okay. All right. Oh, that looks wrong. Okay.
yeah.
I think I goofed something up here.
You're good. If you, yeah, so go to the GitHub page.
Okay. The GitHub page. All right.
Yeah, in your browser.
There's already a tab open for it, Laura, right next to it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Good. All right, now click where it says code,
Okay, code. All right, I see. Okay.
and then just copy that URL there.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Now I'm going to my desktop. Command B. There we go. That's more like it. And then clone. I kept hitting control V and wondering why it wasn't working. Okay.
Go ahead and click fetch origin at the top.
Okay.
Okay, and then open that in VS Code.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
Now, such a neat blue color.
I liked it myself. I don't know who made it, but I enjoyed their little setup.
All right, cool. Drop down the capstone project.
Okay.
Here, let's just make sure it's full. Cool. All right, now go to your open a terminal.
Open terminal. Okay, let's maximize this. See what I can do. Okay. Okay.
Are you using, you don't want to use the one inside?
Oh, no, I do want to use, okay.
So
Where
at the
is
top,
my-
you can go file.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Okay, new terminal.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, now CD into your project. CD space capstone project.
And it'll be Capstone Dash Project.
Lower.
Thank you.
Okay, playing Capstone Project from Capstone Project.
What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Okay. Lowercase.
Oh, shoot, okay.
So if you look at your file tree there on the left, you see how you have capstone project in capital letters, and then you have it in lowercase letters.
Oh, yes, I do see that. Okay,
So your project itself is the lowercase letter one.
I understand. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Oh, so whenever you did that original CD, it took you all the way back to your computer root.
Oh, okay.
So just trash this terminal. and
Okay.
start a new one.
All right. Throw it away. New terminal. Okay. All right. CD capstone project.
There we go. All right. npm install. While it's doing that, click on the git ignore file under
Okay.
scroll down. Cool. Okay. So you see that's .env with the star.
Yes.
34. So that's why you'll notice you don't have a .env, because when Elizabeth had made the .env.local,
Uh-huh.
ignored it, so it wouldn't put it on your GitHub, which is what we want to do, right? Because we don't want our ENVs exposed.
Right, because those have all the secrets on them, is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So what you'll need to do is create a .env.local, and then we'll get the ENVs and put them in there.
Okay. Do I go ahead and do that now, or do I need to do it? Oh, it looks like
You
this
do.
is, I guess, done. Okay.
Yes, just add new file right where you're
Okay.
at.
Right where I'm at. All right.
It'll be .env.local.
Do you want me to share the ENV information in a message?
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay. Or I can put it on the Slack. I just wasn't sure which one was
Yeah,
appropriate.
Either way is fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. So yeah, just copy those. There we go.
Okay.
Cool. So now just do back in your terminal, npm
Okay.
run dev.
npm run dev.
Okay. Now open localhost 3000.
Okay. Come on now, you can do it. You can. Oh, yay. Okay.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yay, thank you. Okay. Do I relinquish control?
No, I'll use you for guinea pig for a minute.
Okay.
So go back to your VS Code.
Okay.
Just look at that real quick. Do you want to set up Claude code real quick while we're here?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. Elizabeth, can you share the curl that you ran, please? Should be in your Claude app if you're trying to search for it in your terminal. There it is.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
So yeah, go ahead
Oh
and
wait. Hey, hold on. That's not the right one. I apologize. That's the second one.
No worries.
Here's the first one. Oh, and it did it as a
it should be fine.
okay.
Yeah, just copy message on that.
Okay.
That one.
All right. Back over here. Okay.
Kill your terminal.
Okay.
Yeah, throw it in there.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. And so this installs it globally. So any terminal you open, you can just type Claude, and then should get you started.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so while that's doing that, go to GitHub Desktop, please.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, GitHub Desktop.
oh, GitHub desk. Oh, desktop. Okay. All right.
Cool. Okay, so when you're working on features, you're going to want to make your own branch, right? So just to review how to do that, I keep touching my mouse like it's going to do anything. Go current branch, main, right there. Just hit that. Yep. And then you can do new branch, and then you just give it a name. So just put test branch for now, I guess. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, and then hit create branch, and then publish it. Okay, and let's go back to VS Code.
Okay.
It looks like your Claude is done.
Oh, good. Okay.
So go ahead and you can grab that line that says echo export path, all that
Echo export
in the
path.
terminal.
Oh, in the terminal. Okay. Oh, I see. All right.
There you go. And just paste that below.
Okay. And then where do I paste this?
In the terminal.
Oh, in the terminal. Okay.
Oh, are you on a Windows or a Mac?
I'm on a Mac.
It should have worked then. Users. Oh, you missed a C on the very end.
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I sure did. All
Just
right, let's
hit
try
it.
again.
You can just hit up
Okay.
and then just add a C. There you go.
That's a cool trick.
There we go.
Okay.
Cool. So what that does is that there's paths in your system, and it just
Mhm.
creates the specific path for Claude to do its thing. So,
Okay.
cool. Now type Claude, and it should open up Claude for you, or get Claude started.
Okay.
You probably want to make your terminal bigger
Okay.
to take up a little bit of room.
There we go. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
There he goes. Okay.
I
So
like
yeah,
the little pictures.
yeah, so cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, so you can choose dark mode or whatever mode you prefer.
Okay.
Hit enter.
I like dark mode is fine.
Just hit enter.
Okay.
There you go. And then you'll sign. That's why you'll sign in. So hit enter.
Okay.
Open your browser. And you can log in however you log in.
Okay.
Okay, so you need a verification code.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
Doesn't
Okay.
require- Okay. So if you want to do it, you don't have to do it now. You'll just do the same thing. Once you upgrade, just go type in Claude in the terminal and go from there.
Okay. Well, it's good to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So let's go back to VS Code.
Okay.
And yeah, you can just kill that terminal for now.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So you just made your own branch. So now you're going to come in and do whatever feature you're going to do, right? So
Okay.
let's just go to page.tsx for now, which is in your app folder.
Which is in my app folder. Okay. Thank you.
And let's just add just under the UL on 23,
Mm-hmm.
just add a div and just say testing or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now let's go back to GitHub Desktop.
Okay.
So there's your change. So go ahead and do your commit message at the bottom
Okay.
left.
Do I push
Oh, did it?
origin? Oh,
Oh, did it? Oh, it automatically did it filled in your summary for you. So yeah,
oh, I guess it did, didn't it? Okay.
that's fine. You can if you click history at the top left.
History.
Yeah, keep going down next to changes.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I see it.
You can see right there the update.tsx, page.tsx. If you click on that,
Update dot
down a little, keep going down a little bit.
Okay.
To your left, to your left.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay.
So that's the commit you just made.
Okay.
You can click on it.
Okay.
And it'll show you what it changed.
Oh, that's
There's
what
the
I did.
commit.
And this little highlight thing is that was saying what I did.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had deleted anything, it would be red and have a minus.
Okay, makes
So
sense.
it's your changes. So yep, you can click back on the changes
Okay.
tab at the top left. Cool. And go ahead and do push origin. So this is going to push it to github.com on your branch.
Okay.
I know some of this review. So now let's say, okay, you're done. You want to go ahead and have Elizabeth take a look at it and put it into the main branch. You go ahead and do your pull request. So preview pull request. So the top left, this tells you which branch you're trying to push it onto, which would be the main branch, and then what branch you're pushing. So in this case, your TestLore branch. So
Okay.
this is what you want to change. That's cool. So at the bottom right, which I keep touching my mouse and it's covering it up for me. Okay. Hit create pull request. So that'll open github.com. And you will add a title. So say, just put testing in there for now.
Okay.
It's not a file name, so you can just put testing. This
Oh,
is
okay.
the title of what you're doing. So like if you were like, hey, I added whatever this page, whatever it was, you put it there. And then you put your description, blah, blah, blah. So when she looks at it, she can know what it's doing.
Okay.
And then create pull request. Okay, cool. So now unshare your screen, and Elizabeth, you'll take back over, please. So this is the flow that you will have, right? You'll create a new branch for whatever feature you're working on. And this is for both of you. And then whenever you're done, you'll do the pull request, and then Elizabeth will come in here, but you like do this with both of you guys, so you can both kind of see what's going on, even though she'll be controlling it.
That's cool. I like that. I like how you can kind of it makes me feel a little better too if I commit some kind of, it keeps me from doing something wrong or whatever. It's good to have another set of eyes.
Cool. So whenever it is done, Elizabeth, you'll see this, so you can go into the pull request there. You can see, okay, this is what happened. You can click on commits at the top next to conversation. Left
Okay.
in the middle.
Sorry.
You're good.
Left, middle. Let's see.
Or to the right a little bit. There you
Commit.
go.
Okay.
So this is the commit that she made. So you can click on it and it'll show you kind of the file and how it got changed and all that stuff. And so once you're like, all right, cool, this is good, then you can go back to the conversation tab. Left. There you go. And then you can merge it once you're like, hey, this is good, I like it. We're going to merge it in. So you can go ahead and
Okay.
merge. And it's going to say, all right, cool, you sure you want to do it? Sure do. Cool. And now go back to your GitHub desktop.
Oh, desktop. Law.
And if you hit fetch origin, good. So now this pull request, or this pull that you're pulling now, has her changes on it. So you can hit pull origin.
Perfect.
And then if you go to your code, VS Code, then look at your page.tsx, and you should see the testing is there.
Testing.
So now
Perfect.
when you run it, you'll see it on the screen there.
Mhm.
And so yeah,
That's awesome.
That's the flow. That's how it's done in the real world. So,
Love it.
and so again, you'll do the same thing. You'll go to GitHub Desktop, create a new branch for whatever you're working on, do the pull request, and then you'll just be the one to come in and merge it as well.
Awesome.
But
Sounds
yeah,
great.
yeah. But again, I encourage you to like get together when that merging and stuff's happening, so you can both see it and kind of see what's going on.
Okay, sounds good.
The last piece would be Superbase, which I think pretty much you're going to have to run that as well.
Okay.
Laura, you're a user on it, but you don't have access to it, which actually, no, you can add her. Go to project settings, the bottom left,
Let's see
a little gear at the bottom left, I think.
that one.
There's a
Organize project
Yeah.
access.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, see if you can add her that way. Yeah, developer's good. Okay. So Laura, see if you got that invitation, and then it should let you log in. So we can both kind of see it.
Alrighty, let's see.
I'll stop share so she can share once she can see getting logged in.
That'll work. And same thing with this, like anytime either one of you is going to make a database change or anything, get together so you can both see it and see what's going on.
Sounds great.
I am accepting the invitation. Here it is. Okay. All right. I seem to be on there.
Are you going to share? So we can-
Okay. Yes, I will share. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, click into her plan and into the project. Oh, I guess you actually shared your whole thing instead of just thing, which I mean is fine, I guess, but you should be able to share just the project itself. Yeah, but for now, yeah. So yeah, you have the access, so you can go in on the left. If you can go into the table editor, you should see the user table right there. Yep, users on the left there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Did you click on it?
Come on now.
There you go.
Sorry, being a little laggy. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, as you're building this out, you'll have different tables y'all want to build for cards or whatever it is you want to keep. You will set up the authentication so you can have people log in and all that fun stuff. Definitely don't be afraid to use Claude. Like, don't think you need to build all this stuff from scratch. Just make sure you understand what Claude's doing. So if you're like, hey, I want to, I need a sign-in page hooked up to my Superbase or whatever. Just like be like, all right, break it down to me step by step, so I know and understand what it is going on. But definitely don't think you need to hand code this whole thing, because it's not what we do anymore. So yeah, there's no reason for it as long as you do take the time to understand how it's working, because that's really a lot more of what we do nowadays than actually like typing stuff out. So that'll be good. Elizabeth, did you want to change it to just the one, or are you kind of fine with how it is for now?
So I attempted to, and it is basically automatically adding to everything.
Oh, okay.
So
You
I
wanted-
can't find a way to do it where it's, let's see. So I opened the project. Let me go to,
I'll stop
Yeah, so-
sharing in case you want to.
you're okay. The project settings itself, and that's where I went into and added, but it's organization-wide access.
Okay.
So that's the only, like,
So if you go back to the organization one.
So this is technically where we're at.
Yeah.
And if
Um,
I go to like portfolio and go to the settings,
hmm, there
it's
too.
still organization wide. So I wonder if there's
Let's see.
a
Go back
different spot.
to the main organization wide one, and go to the gear on the left over there, left bottom. Let's see. Does this have any? Nope, that has nothing helpful at all, does it?
Mm-mm.
Hmm. I wonder if you have to have a paid plan to make it specific.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's
Well, Laura,
okay.
just don't break any of other stuff. Okay.
No worries. I trust Laura.
I will not touch anything else.
Okay. Cool. I think that's it. I think we're set up. Um, definitely, if you need to reach out throughout the week, if you have questions, obviously we're here.
Mhm.
If you want to get together on Wednesdays, we can definitely probably make that happen if you have questions and it doesn't have to be Wednesdays, just, whenever. Um, it's not a whole lot of time, right? It's what, 16 hours. So yeah, use AI to the best of your ability. Again, understand what it's doing. Um, yeah, any questions for now?
I have a question
No,
about
not still.
what do Saturdays look like going forward? Do we just sort of meet at the same time and there's somebody lurking in the background in case we run into stuff, or how do you like doing that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll be here. If, I mean, we don't need to sit here on a call for 4 hours if you don't want to. Oh, we definitely could. Um, but I think we definitely meet. We'll meet at 10. Kind of see how you're doing, how you are doing, and then if you're good and you just want to, heads down to do it, then we can hop off and just hop back on when needed. But yeah, I mean, we'll be available for sure. So, and then at the end, uh, we'll have you present it obviously on the last day. Um, and then, yeah, just go from there. I wanted, you're both in separate places. So like doing an actual like graduation ceremony would be difficult. So probably won't have a big thing. I will send you guys, certificates that mean nothing, but you have them. But yeah, I'll try to make something virtual because I want you guys to be able to show it, to the world. So we'll try to see what we can do there, but got to build it first. So don't get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
I can always come to Oklahoma City.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if
And
that's something like for graduation or whatever we want to do, I'm in. You just let me
Okay.
know when and where.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to put something together then.
Okay.
All right. Anything else for now? Good to
I
go.
don't think so.
Okay.
I know we didn't get to finish our the deployment errors that we were having. So if you just wanted to try to work on those, get it figured out, especially now that you have Cloud Code, you can use Cloud Code for that as well, in that project. But then if you run into any issues, I'll be here. Just reach out to me and then I'll help you.
I managed to get it to deploy.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect.
Yes, we're set.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, then if you have any questions, like Brian said, just reach out to us.
Sounds good.
All right. Happy hacking.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Thank you, Brian. That was good.